So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And we're underway. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter, but he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly...
Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now there's a fine ball. That's an excellent interception. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Seedorf. Leicester cuts out the pass. And here's Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. And that's gone loose. And it's Hullet. Calafiori kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And no surprise, that's a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Well, that has not gone well. Fletcher does well to get it back. Davids. Gently done. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. Cannavaro. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21, Pele.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Bullet! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nesta proves too strong, too smart. And that could set him on his way. Cannavaro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Cannavaro has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has left him in a heap. Nice interception, well timed. And now a sudden chance to counter. Arsenal making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. Great ball if he can get there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Costa Curta. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Hullet. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Davids. Davids proves just a little bit too strong. Seedorf. And here's Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Arsenal are now down to 8 following the sending off. So, what can they come up with here? They want to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Oh, it's come loose. Pull it. Quality ball. Suarez is onto it in a flash. Seedorf takes control of it and he's on the move. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Arsenal presented with a golden opportunity here.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7, Mbappe.
So this to extend their lead.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Oh, he's missed it, and the referee blows. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the action is back on the way. Darren Fletcher. Pullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior. Pullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. Vinicius Junior is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Seedorf. Pullet. That's good running with the ball. Time and again they are repelled. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kimmich. Vieira. And it's Kimmich. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's well positioned here. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's Kimmich.
The attendance for this
Arsenal
match was
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kimmich. And it's Nesta. It's Ferdinand. Nesta. And it's Hullet. Here's Vieira. Rummenigge receives it in. Rummenigge! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Arsenal got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Beckenbauer. Thuram. Oh, incredible! Another own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Corner given. Arsenal have their second corner now. Big chance! Darren Fletcher. Bullet. He's having a go! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Arsenal have their third corner. Chance for a shot! Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's gone for goal! Wonderful from Vieira! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Relentless! Just relentless! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Well timed, excellent interception. Calafiori cuts it out. Decent progress down the left. That is good strength. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. Can he get it through? Rafinha. Nicely aimed pass. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good spread. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Calafiori gets a foot in here. Rodrigo receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Seedorf. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Drives it in. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Eze.
Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He is through here. Calafiori, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's a good ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's had it nicked away. Thuram. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Rafinha pokes it out wide.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Pele is on his own. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That pass has been well intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Well read, nice interception. Played out to the left flank. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Calafiori. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Picked out brilliantly. Lofted, he's got full. And he has kept it out somehow.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Spread it left. Kimmich gets a cross in. That's not going far. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has put paid to that. Looking to play him in. And he's managed to get free. Crosses it in. Cleared away.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hullet.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hullet dominates aerially so often. Rice. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Solot unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nicely spread. Looking for options for movement. Out to the left it goes. And here's Seedorf. Looking to go deep. Raya claims it without any fuss. Defending was strong and firm. Pele! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Not the most accurate pass. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Rice.
have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And Rodrigo. It's a pretty loose pass. Costa Curta. Vieira.
The attendance for this
60
match
minutes
was
played.
61,052.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Pelé. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Mbappe did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Rafinha. And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal have it back and can go again. Pull it. Calafiori. To Martinelli. Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe looking to run onto it. It's a mighty effort! And for a moment, time stood still. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Pelé. Driving through the middle. Pelé! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Pelé. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the through ball. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's gone long. Solot is herring after that one. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Goes for a shot! They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Seedorf, and he's been shifted off it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Here's a chance! Oh, denied at the last. Kimmich. And it's Hullet. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Poor robust challenge. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter.
What a save by David Raya! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. This for the lead. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Played out wide. Messi. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ronaldo. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Pelé. So what can they make of this? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This might spell danger. Figo. Shot a goal! Might be danger here. And Messi! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Messi simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And it's Figo. He's making a real surge on the left. And Figo! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Not the most accurate pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found a way past. Oh, that's fabulous. Pullet stood his ground strongly. Still goalless.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pelé. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Roberto Baggio can see things others simply cannot.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Cafu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Looking for options for movement. Nicely spread. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. And they're quick to get it back. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now, can they get him away? Thuram simply refused to be outdone there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. He can get that clear. Pele. Cleared without hesitation. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The final seconds now. Nesta. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele, Mbappe, and he's opted for the long pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Hullet. Now it's Pele. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Ah, oh, such a clever touch. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. That'll be a corner. Corner number 2 then. It's Figo! Luis Figo! Simply the maestro!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Pretty robust defending.
Vieira is fouled.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Number 23.
Nicely weighted ball.
Figo. Number 10, Baggio.
No,
Coming
no
on the
way
field,
through.
Number 36.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Number 41,
I
Rice.
have to say, that was
Number
an
8,
exemplary tackle.
Thomas
Stopped him
Rashicki.
dead in his tracks. And he's running through. Great chance! He's got it all! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
61,052.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Can he finish? An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
He's had it taken off him. And that has put paid to that. Subimendi. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's managed to get rid. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Pele in acres of space out wide. Brzezinski, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Crosses it in here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Hullet. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Hullet. Out towards the flank. No, he's not getting his way this time. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Tries to play it through. Pele with the cross. And he's taking no chances there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a cute ball. That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's burst through. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here? Check with the clearance.
Arsenal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now.
He's given it away. And he's got the beating of his man. Decent chance! He's scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substitution for Arsenal, Messi. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 14.
Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's been given away. Played out to the right.
Added minute has been indicated.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Could go all the way here. And this is Rosicki. That's tidy. Rosicki could try cutting inside here. Lovely bit of skill. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram carries the ball down the right. Hullet. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Played in. Ibrahimovic gets it away. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Short changes him with that pass. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Bergomi. Davids. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Still goalless. Now it's Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Deep cross. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That has been cut short. Oh, look at the space here. Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Thuram deals with that comfortably. That is lovely. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pele. He's picked his way through. Big chance! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Saka. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Nicely aimed pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Bergomi. For Yaya Toure. And it's Davids. And here's Dembele. Lovely, now then. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options.
Pele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Buffon. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivery from Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele shapes to shoot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Bergomi. Davids. And it's Ibrahimovic. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he cuts out the supply. Saka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Seedorf. It's Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. He's on it, can he get away? Hangs in across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Great chance! And that's aimed into the middle. Oh, that was vital. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9, Ibrahimovic. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 20.
Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Couldn't squeeze it through. Here's a sharp little ball here. And it's Seedorf. It's run loose here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. That has not gone well. Seedorf. Kimmich. That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he spark a counter here?
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nicely weighted ball. And he's whipped it across. Long ball upfield. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Pelé.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's found a way past. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar, looking for the run. There's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Haaland has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And a chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corner number 3 coming up.
Changement.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's tidy. Cross from Robertson. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar. And it's Nedved. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the comeback is complete! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible.
Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All hands on deck for this one.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Good ball, good take. Lovely feet. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. We are into stoppage time. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Thuram. Oh, can he get onto this? And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Nesta makes the interception. Now there's a chance for a shot! Oh, that's just stunning!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
That pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Always onto this. A header! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And a few accusing looks coming his way. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And he was quick to react. That ball looks a good one. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Mbappe. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He's on it, can he get away? Short changes him with that pass. He's free, he has got space. Chance, surely! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
There's the whistle.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Seedorf clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. They get a throw in.
Can he get on the end of this?
Now that's well seen too.
Carvajal. Guti.
Out to the left it goes.
Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Now, can they get him away?
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Over to the other side. Carvajal.
Played out to the right.
Guti.
Yaya Toure.
And this is Hullet. Mbappe.
Yaya Toure.
Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Nedved. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Still goalless at the moment. Aimed beyond the defence. But that has not gone well. That pass has been well intercepted.
Nagatomo. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Decent chance! There it is!
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So he's one-on-one!
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Out for a throw.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's a good ball. Oh, he's burst through. Goes for a shot. That's another chance. Oh, he hit that sweetly. "30 minutes gone."
Knocks it into space. Pass is just off target.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bolivia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mbappe.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's through here.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0. Yaya Toure.
Bolivia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Seedorf.
Yaya Toure. Neymar. Nagatomo
Is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Pele. It's played through for him. Lovely pass, but
just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
and it's Carvajal.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Carvajal just loves to go forward whenever he can.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nedved. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Pull it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member
And
of
we're
staff.
underway again. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Seedorf. Mbappe.
And he shoots! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Coming on the field is number 2, Costa Curta.
Now it's Pele. Guti. Costa Curta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Nicely aimed pass.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pele, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
And the shots! Just cruising! They
cruising. And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 18.
Arsenal making another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
3-0 and tries a shot! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It's a good run down the right.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Son Heung-min. Nagatomo receives it in a... He gets big! And he steered it beyond the post.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Searching pass he's played there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Guti. Here's Nedved. Tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Neymar. Nedved. No way through. And it's Nedved. He's got away. Rummenigge. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yaya Toure gives no quarter whatsoever. Ferdinand looks to get on the end of this. Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's played through for him. He's shifting through. Shot, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Arsenal grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked.
Nedved! Arsenal have their second corner now. Guti with the short one. 4 extra minutes added on. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chips it through. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's a sharp little ball here. And he's lost his man. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. And that really is so impressive. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Hello, everybody, and
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.